Welcome to the second part of the Notebook Editor Guide for AMAD, the Alto Materials digitalization platform. In this video, we'll guide you through the actual steps of creating a new notebook. Let's get started. Here you have a list of notebooks that you have access to. Let's create a new notebook by clicking this button. Let's create a new notebook under the Project AMAD tutorial. You can add details about your notebook here. Click OK, and now you can see the new notebook in the list. Now, let's open the notebook. When you click inside the text of the notebook, you will see the toolbar appearing. Here we have a top bar, which contains all the text editing tools. Most of the icons are quite simple and easy to understand. From the left side, the first two buttons are the standard undo and redo features. The next 7 buttons allow you to change text styles. Now, let's go over the last group of buttons in more detail. These are inline elements that appear inside text containers to add special features, such as citations and references. The first button creates a link to an external URL. Next, this inline math button will create a text area for the LaTeX code, which is useful if you want to write a math expression in your notebook. The third one with the ruler is called the physical quantity button, and it offers you a convenient way to represent quantities with units. When you click the button, this panel appears, and you can edit the name, symbol, value, and display units of the quantity. Now, let's move on to the next section, cross-references. Using this, you can simply create an internal link that will direct you to the notebook element you chose. When you add a new cross-reference in the notebook, it will appear as a red placeholder at first. You can link the cross-reference to different reference types such as section, figure, including images and plots, table, script, structure, and note. After setting the target, click the OK button. Now, the cross-reference will work as an internal link. In this example, to section 2. Let's see if it works. As you can see, clicking it will scroll the page to show the target item. Now, let's look at timestamps. This is a simple feature that lets you add timestamps to your notebook. Let's say you want to add a timestamp to the abstract. When you click this button, the panel where you can change the settings will appear. You can change the time display format as you want. Once you are done, just click the OK button, and you're set. Next, let's take a look at the next button, Bibliography. This element brings citations into the notebook text. When you click it, an empty citation is added to where the cursor is at. You can search or upload your citations directly to the AMAD database. Now, let's move on to the last button, Inventory Interaction Element. Do you remember the Inventory tab from the previous dashboard tutorial? This feature allows you to interact with the inventory management system by marking it in the notebook text if particular equipment was used. This is especially useful when the target item is a consumable. Here, I specified that 200 milliliters of hydrochloric acid was used. This amount will be automatically subtracted from the inventory. You can also add a new sample in the New Sample tab. Now, let's quickly take a look at the sidebar. The sidebar is located on the left side of your notebook. It is used to insert new notebook elements into the document, such as tables and figures. The first button lets you add text elements to your notebook. Let's click it and check the sub-features. The first 4 are used to give the text a hierarchical structure. By clicking each button, they will add different levels of sections or text paragraphs. The last 2 buttons from the bottom add bullet points or numbered list formats to the text. Now, let's click the sigma symbol. This is a simple feature that you can utilize to display a LaTeX math expression. You can type in it in the empty formula section. Finally, let's look at the Image Element button with the picture icon. This element brings pictures into the notebook. You can choose one of the existing image records that you wish to insert into the notebook. Once you click the Save button, the image is automatically numbered and labeled as Figure X. You can add a caption as well, just like I did here, next to the text Figure 2. Moving on to the Draw tab. This is a simple drawing tool to make sketches and save them as image data records. As you can see here, you can add shapes, or your own freehand drawing, in different colors and sizes. You can save it by clicking the Save button. Now, you may be wondering, what is a data record? Data records were briefly mentioned in the previous video, when I talked about the data uploader and data records. In this video, I will go over them in more depth. Data uploader and data records are crucial features for managing your data in AMAD. The data uploader is the main interface for uploading data into your notebook. You can access it by clicking the Upload Data button in the top navigation bar. As I explained in the previous video, this interface allows you to upload multiple files of the same type in one go. Here's how it works. First, select the type of data you want to upload. Here, I selected the image type. Then, drag and drop your files or folders into the designated area, or use the file selector to choose them. The uploader will show you a preview of the data. Once everything looks good, click the Upload This button to upload your files. The uploaded files become data records inside the AMAD database. Furthermore, if you would like to know more about the different types of data you can upload, please refer to the Data Management section of our manual in the top navigation bar. Now, let's talk about data records. In short, they are the units of data stored in your notebook. For example, the image file that I just uploaded can be found here. When you click it, you can check its name, unique ID, type, units, and data content. In this panel, you can also access metadata. Metadata helps you organize and search your data efficiently. AMAD offers 3 metadata systems: tags, value tags, and inventory tags. First of all, tags are simple labels you can attach to data records. Second, value tags hold custom values, useful for adding details like temperature or pressure. Lastly, inventory tags are specific to inventory items, like lab equipment or consumables. Now, let's look at the Import tab. This tab lets you import data records from any accessible notebook into the current one. This creates a reference to the source record without cloning the data, maintaining the same metadata. To import data, select the source notebook from the drop-down list. Then, click the Add button next to the desired record to import it. A dialog will prompt you to provide a local alias to avoid name conflicts with existing records. Now that we're done, let's go back to the part where we left off, the buttons on the sidebar. The next 2 buttons are for data visualization and data processing. In the next video, we will guide you through data visualization, data processing, and access control of your notebook. Click on the next video to learn more about these features. If you have any questions, you can always take a look at our user manual or contact the AMAD team at amad@alto.fi for support.